The Mavs have punched their ticket to the NBA Finals. Heading into this Timberwolves series, a lot of people were saying that the Mavs faced a broken Clippers team in the first round and an inexperienced Thunder team in the second round, which led to everybody picking the Timberwolves to beat the Mavs. Here's what head coach Jason Kidd had to say about the Mavs being underdogs.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. No. Do you really believe you guys are the underdog, or is that coach speak?
That's media speak.
Everyone was saying that the Wolves' three-headed monster, Cat, Gobert, and Reed would be a problem. But it was the Mavs' three-headed monster, PJ Washington, Gafford, and Lively who outplayed them. The Wolves had the best defense in the league this season, but Luka and Kyrie tore apart their defense. Although this was a quick series, it was still pretty intense. Before Game 1, Ant called out Kyrie. As usual, Kyrie responded and dropped 30 in Game 1. In Game 2, the Mavs came back from an 18-point deficit, and at the end of the game, when Gobert was switched onto Luka, Jaden McDaniels knew that Luka was gonna hit the shot. Here's what Jaden McDaniels had to say about guarding Luka before Game 3.
Jaden, I know you said that, obviously Luka made a tough shot and Rudy gave him a tough contest. The clip of that moment was kind of broken down, and right when the switch happened, you were caught on camera just kind of making like a face like, oh man, it's going to be tough. Do you remember what was going through your mind at the time of the switch?
Nah, I just wanted to guard him because he hit one on me last game, so I kind of just wanted to be able to guard him again in the same position, but I kind of knew I wasn't going to be able to just because of what we were switching and what Coach asked for, so hopefully we don't be in that position again, but if we do, I'll make sure I'm not switching.
Careful what you wish for. Near the end of Game 3, when Jaden McDaniels was on Luka, Luka hit the fadeaway shot over him to seal the Game 3 win. In Game 5, Luka went into takeover mode and scored 20 in the first quarter, including hitting a logo 3 and finishing the game with 36, leading the Mavs to a blowout and series win. When I think about the Mavs' identity, two things come to mind: closing mentality and gritty role players. Luka and Kyrie closed the games as we're accustomed to seeing, and Luka just carved through the Wolves' defense. The Wolves threw many coverages at Luka, such as drop, blitz, and hedge, but the Wolves had no answer to guarding Luka. Luka was toying with defenders, and it got to the point where Luka was choosing which defenders he wanted to dance on. Now, let's talk about Kyrie. This series was exactly why the Mavs brought him over here to pair Luka with another superstar to match against the Wolves superstar duo Cat and Ant. With Kyrie's elite shot creating ability, it makes him the perfect 1B next to Luka without being the table setter. This takes a lot of the pressure off Kyrie as he can mainly focus on scoring, especially late in games where he and Luka can take turns closing games just like Kyrie did with LeBron in Cleveland. Watch Kyrie put Gobert on skates by going crossover, hezzy, behind the back, and steps back and hits the fadeaway over him. And now Cat is his next target. Watch here as Kyrie puts him in a blender by driving and then stepping back for the jump shot. Now let's not forget about the Mavs supporting cast with both Derrick Jones Jr. playing good defense on Ant and PJ Washington and Gafford playing good defense on Cat to limit both of them. Next, Dereck Lively has been the X factor in this series. He's not your average rookie. To start off, he's 13 for 13, including dropping 14 points and 9 boards in Game 2. He's been a great lob threat and rim protector with his size. His presence was clearly missed in Game 4 on offense and defense, but especially defense, which allowed Ant to be more aggressive and get a lot of easy points in the paint. What impresses me the most about Lively is his ability to be a great decision maker in these games. Watch this play here, as Lively is at the 3-point line, he gives a little bit of a fake, and he's able to find Luka cutting to the basket for the end one fadeaway jumper. Now it's time for the question we all have, which is, can the Mavs win it all? Let's take a look at this from different aspects. From a talent perspective, yes, for sure. In terms of coaching, Jason Kidd has turned the Mavs from one of the worst defensive teams in the league to one of the best. He's a player's coach, and you can tell that everybody loves playing for him. Now let's evaluate the team's character and chemistry. In terms of their chemistry, at the beginning, Luka and Kyrie seem like an unnatural fit due to the fact that both of them are ball-dominant players. However, after Kyrie re-signed and with a full offseason and training camp, Luka and Kyrie were able to blend their games together. Luka and Kyrie are the perfect complement to each other. Luka is a fiery type while Kyrie has a calming presence which allows him to take over late in games. Luka and Kyrie are like fire and ice. Their personalities make the your turn versus my turn display a beautiful thing to watch. Throughout Kyrie's career, Kyrie always wanted to be Batman, but now he realizes that Robin is also a very important role as every Batman needs his Robin. Next, let's talk about the Mavs' resiliency. In this Wolves series, the Mavs trailed by 5 points with 5 minutes to play, but Luka and Kyrie were able to find a way to win each of those games. This shows how Luka and Kyrie were able to bounce back and bring a game home when it seemed like they were going to lose. Furthermore, Kyrie is 15-1 in closeout games and Luka averages 34 points after a loss. The most impressive part is that the Mavs have 7 road wins this postseason, and their ability to bounce back on the road after losing at home, just like how they did in this round and the previous round, losing both Game 4s at home and then winning both Game 5s on the road. The Mavs have also showed very strong leadership, starting with Jason Kidd at the top, being able to motivate and inspire his players, which also played a part in Kyrie becoming a leader on the team. In the past, Kyrie's leadership has negatively impacted the teams he has been on, but on the Mavs, his leadership has positively impacted the team, especially on Luka's development as a leader. Under the influence of Kyrie, Luka has taken the next step forward and become a leader on this team, setting the tone with his play, particularly in Game 5 against the Wolves, where his hot start led to the blowout win. The Mavs have the ingredients to win a championship, but it's up to them to execute and cook up a championship. With Luka and Kyrie's elite shot creating ability, they're starting to climb the rankings and become the best backcourt of all time. The Celtics are the last obstacle standing between the Mavs and their ultimate prize. Some interesting storylines in this series includes Kyrie facing the Celtics. He's going to be walking into a hostile environment, especially whenever he touches the ball. It's going to be interesting to see the best defensive backcourt, Drew Holiday and Derek White, going up against the best offensive backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Get your popcorn ready, folks, cause this will be a fun series. Question for this video is, can the Mavs win it all? Leave a comment down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.